Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another video. I know it's been a while. I haven't really had much time to upload, and I haven't had a chance to go where I have some internet service to upload. But I do have a topic for today, and that topic is once again based a bit on violence. And it's about what really makes someone violent. Now, there are a lot of factors that'll lead to someone wanting to harm others. But the main factor is it's a reaction. It's not always a reaction, but it is a reaction. Most of the time. Whether it's someone picking on someone, someone hiding behind a username on the internet trolling someone growing up surrounded by violent people, there are just many factors that lead to someone being violent. Now, personally, I have been, surrounded by pretty violent people based on the area that I live, but that doesn't make me violent. At the end of the day, it's something that you choose to either resist or embrace. And for a lot of the people who have chosen to, follow these violent paths of just school shootings and mass murders, it's just something that they chose to embrace. You either resist it or embrace it. Violence occurs when someone is just pushing on someone to get a reaction. Like, take these trolls on the internet, for example. All they do is just push someone to get a reaction. I mean, they don't realize that that reaction that they're pushing for can lead to who knows how many lives lost if someone had good tools, It doesn't matter what it is. It can be relationships that lead to it. It can be school. It can be a troll on the internet. Your own dang family nowadays. Violence is just something that is really, really, really picking up speed. It's always been around since the dawn of time, but I mean, nowadays it's like just the normal is just hearing about another school shooting, and now they're just saying, oh, it's gun violence. I mean, it's not just gun violence. Violence in general. Look at bullying. Like, you're literally abusing someone, and that's been around forever. Some people look at that as normal. No, like, violence has been around, like I said, since the dawn of time. But I mean, 2018, holy crap. In like late 2017, I have never seen like so much just back-to-back shootings, killings, like just back-to-back. And usually from people that's like 10, sometimes not even 10. It's shocking. It's just showing you like, hey, in a freaking society where, now the thing to do is to just pick on people for a reaction, and it's usually, oh, he's operating differently than me, so I need to pick on him type of mindset that most people have, where they want something different and they choose to be different, so let's just screw with them. It's causing people to do things that they really don't want to do. Like, I'll be honest, most of these shooters and these killers, they don't want to do this crap. They feel like they have to if they want to just, I guess, be left alone. Like, no one really wants to do it. If they wanted to do it, they would have done it, like, right away. I mean, if you freaking strike a horse, what do you think's gonna happen? It's gonna kick. The horse may not have originally wanted to kick if you would have just went up to pet it, but if you strike it, it's gonna kick. Because that's gonna make you leave it alone, right? It's the same thing with humans. If you keep picking at someone to get a reaction, they're going to give you a reaction. And 9 times out of 10, it's not gonna be good for you. And if it's not good, and if you are bigger than them and stronger than them, trust, they'll find a way, whether it's going home, getting a freaking AR, or just getting a weapon in general and just they're freaking killing you. No one wants to do these things. But when someone is literally just picking on someone, trying to get a reaction out of them, this leads to people doing these things. This trend of violence that I am just seeing, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people are seeing now, is really, really just getting out of control. And it's just, I don't understand why people still choose to act the way that they do about it. You know, they take it like, oh, it's nothing to be worried about. It'll never happen to me. That's what a lot of people think, and then next thing you know, they're the next ones that freaking end up dead because they kept picking on someone. I don't see why someone chooses to pick on someone knowing that this is what leads to people getting violent. It starts usually when they're young, even when they're grown adults sometimes. Someone's always picking on them, ridiculing them for something, who knows what. A belief, an appearance, I don't care. But that drives people crazy. It literally drives them crazy to know that they're going to constantly get picked on, ridiculed, and just straight out slandered just for behaving differently than what society demands. It's absurd, and then they end up snapping and they can't take it anymore, and they either kill themselves or kill people and themselves to try and get some type of revenge. And honestly, that hits really close to home with me, because I almost, well, whilst some of my siblings have not done these things, they're quick to react. And due to that being the cause that turns people violent, that's really, worrying me. Because if you're quick to react already and you don't have a means to, hurt someone, what are you gonna do when you do get the means to hurt someone if you're already quick to react, to retaliate? That's why I try and tell people, I know it's hard to do, guys, like, trust me, but you have to learn how to just let stuff go. You just have to learn. Some people just, they never want to let stuff go, and it's like, they always want to keep something going, and I get it. If someone is getting under your skin, years, sometimes years, you have to learn how to just be the bigger person and just say whatever. I get it. It's tough. I know. I went to an awful high school for 4 years, and people constantly, they didn't necessarily bully me, but they ridiculed me because I didn't talk like an idiot, and I actually talked like I had some sense. And I was constantly ridiculed because of that. And I get it. When you hear that daily, year on, year after year, that crap gets to you. And no matter how many times someone can say, well, don't do it, it's like, you don't understand. I'm getting slandered daily. I understand. I fully understand, but you have to learn how to just be the bigger person and just walk away. Because at the end of the day, once you finally snap and you want to assault that person, you don't become any better. You basically become what you hated the whole time. You become an oppressive person who targets someone else. And yeah, they could have been the one that did wrong, but at the end of the day, if you do target that person and cause serious damage, you don't just affect them, you affect every person that was around them. Their mother, their father, their family, their friends. You become the very thing that you didn't like. If you hate something, please don't become what you don't like. Most of the time, when that happens, they think that they're just getting back at that person, but you're not just getting back at that person, you're screwing everyone over who is close to that person as well. So you can target the people that had nothing to do with them slandering you, and they might not have even known that they were slandering you. But because you attack that person, kill them or whatever, you affect them too. And a lot of people don't look at it like that. And once again, I get it. It's tough to just let it go. It's really tough. But you gotta learn it, man. If I can do it, and I'm just a young kid that's living in a freaking impoverished situation. If I can do it, I know some other people who are like way better off than me, who have anger issues, can do it too. I'm just saying, as someone who gets slandered pretty much daily, and while it may not be directly, it can be indirectly as well, I can assure you that you can do it as well. Because at the end of the day, like, what does it matter? What does it matter? Like, whether we want to accept it or not, when we retaliate and cause these just dreadful acts of violence, we choose to do it. A lot of times we think that we don't have a choice, but we choose to do it. You choose to react. I know a lot of people can't accept that, and they're like, well, if I don't, then I'm never going to be left alone. But you choose to react. You can choose to react in a positive manner or a negative manner. Or you can just choose not to react at all, which is usually what I do, and I just say, well, see ya. That's usually like what I do. If someone is just slandering me or something, I'm just going to be the bigger person. Like, hey, see ya, buddy. Have a nice life. See ya. And I just try and avoid them, And I get that because sometimes you can't always do that. Hence, I was in school for 4 years, and, I had to still go back to the same stupid class and deal with those obnoxious people. But you have to learn how to handle yourself in a manner that you don't need to become what you detest. I felt like I had to make this video even though I don't, get trillions of views, simply because it's affecting our society in a manner that's been so, I don't even know, like, just non-stop, just back to back, just daily. And it's really, really, really getting out of control. And we have to learn how to endure and stay strong in these situations so that we don't snap ourselves. I hope you've enjoyed just hearing what I had to say about the topic. You know who you are, who requested the video, so I appreciate it. I hope this helps, and I will see all of you in the next video. Take care.